Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3. It is from the Battle.net World Championships Group G. It is between LucifroN and FXOLoWeLy. LoWeLy is of course the blue Zerg player in the lower right, and well, he's up against LucifroN, the red Terran in the top left. And I realised I may at the end of last game got so excited I started calling LoWeLy LoWeLy. I don't know why. I think I've just got confused and overexcited at everything, so I do apologise for that. But anyway guys, what have we got going on in this game? Well, game 1, of course, if you haven't watched it, you should check it out because it was awesome. It did go to LucifroN and, well, he played really well. He nearly got caught out though by LoWeLy purely because, well, he went for a temple, which isn't going this game, as you can see from the production tab. And, well, LucifroN went for a 1-rack CC, and I'm now really paranoid in my head. Is it LoWeLy or LoWeLy? I think it's LoWeLy. No, it's definitely LoWeLy. I don't know why I'm getting confused. What's wrong with me brain? It's all too much. It's all too much. Hang on, I speak English. I should be, if I pronounce it one way, it should be fine, I think. But who knows? Let me know in the comment section if I'm just stupid and my brain's gone to pieces. It's because I've had such a busy day, but I still wanted to get some games out. So anyway, what can we expect in terms of strategy? Well, it looks like LoWeLy, or whatever his name is going for a 15 hatch, which of course is good, because that is the standard meta game. And actually LucifroN looks like he could be going command center first. He's got enough money for it, and he is, which is a really bold move. Of course, Antigua is forced cross spawn, and it is a big map, and it's very, very unlikely that the Zerg player would be going for an early pull. But of course, it's unlikely that a Zerg player would go early pull against Terran pretty much ever. So who knows, but still, obviously this is good. It's a command center first into a gas. My goodness, this is like the most economical build you can go for, and it is crazy build by LucifroN. But if it pays off for him, and it looks like it may, then he's going to be in a great spot to do some really nice aggression. And of course, on Antigua, this area is massive. Like, this is actually huge, and as a result, Hellions can be really effective. You've got all of this dead space around here, which is just like, hey, Banshees, why don't you come and pick off the middle line? And they're going to be like, hell yeah, and that's all good. And I did just do some sound effects there, and they were awful. I apologise deeply, but if you did enjoy them, I'd like to thank my mum, my coach, and everyone, as if I'm collecting an Oscar. But anyway, looking at the map, we've got this single SCV boldly coming over to see the natural base of LoWeLy there, and well, he's not going to see much because it's really just drones and drones and drones. 2 queens coming out, 2 Zerglings are going to be the break of the combo in terms of droning, but that's all fine. LucifroN got his, well, command center up. He's getting the double orbital commands up. His barracks up. We should see the factory started any second now. There we go. Timing's also good. And, well, for the moment there's only the 1 gas, so it's not double gas yet, which makes it seem quite unlikely that, at least for the time being, that we're going to see a follow-up of, say, for example, Cloak Banshees. Now the second gas coming in, we could still see Banshees, but we might not see the Cloak. And of course, in game 1, you remember LucifroN didn't actually manage to do too much with those Banshees, and as a result, I doubt we will see that. And now, of course, this SCV does need to get stopped, because otherwise he's going to scout the Roach one, and if it was scouted, that would be huge. But of course, no, it's not, because obviously Roach Ling early aggression can be very strong, and especially on a map like Antigua, it's bad for both players because this area is just hugely open, and that means Zergling Roach can be very strong. These queens wandering forward, I'm not quite sure where the queens are going, but they are just off for an adventure, running away into the distance together, over into the sunset. But it's not going to be too helpful, because they're not doing anything, and I really am questioning, was there like some kind of hotkey problem? Were they like hotkey to something they shouldn't have been? I just don't know anymore. 7 roaches on the way out, so this is quite aggressive. The queens, are they, is LoWeLy just gonna queen rush just exceptionally slowly? I just don't know. But the queen's nearly halfway across the map. If this is a mistake, it's huge. And it's pretty much an all-in, because there's no queens following this up at all. And, well, this is going to be really funky, because of course without the injects, this is just like, well, I've got no production behind it. He's already 10 workers behind, so this is a massive 2-base all-in that is going unscouted at the moment. So it does still have potential, but of course the problem is the Banshee on its way out, and the queens, well, the queens can take it out unless they're focused down too quickly, but there's a bunker up already, and if the repairs go down nicely, that's always a good defensive position. The roaches are coming, the queens, They're on their way over. This is bold. We've got some queens in production as well, so he's maybe like, perhaps I should start some lava injects. They are good, I heard. And of course, now LucifroN, he's going to see those queens and be like, lol, what? Your queens came all the way over here. Are you drunk or something? But no, instead, it's going to be some super early aggression. This is actually going to be pretty tough to defend. There's only 2 Hellions out for the time being, but the first Banshee is about to pop. And of course, if the Banshee isn't focused down, everything will be fine. But the Roaches do need to be careful because that bunker is going to get repaired up fairly quickly. Some transfuses going down as well. The bunker taking a lot of damage, but it does manage to stay up for the time being. And that, of course, is not good news for the Zerg player. And, well, LucifroN here, he's taking quite a lot of damage, but the question is he taking enough? LoWeLy behind this is banking up near 800 minerals, which of course is not good for his macro. And, well, as you can see, the queens are getting taken out. The Banshee survived, and to be honest, this could very well be GG just due to the amount of resources banked up. In terms of the worker damage, I don't know if there's been enough. The Banshee doing a good job of cleaning this up. LoWeLy has managed to pull ahead in terms of the worker count now. He's getting up, of course, an evolution chamber, ready to start dealing with these Banshee, getting some spore callers up, but, well, it's going to be pretty tough, to be honest, to deal with this now. We've got the second gas coming down for the Zerg player. The final Roach does get taken out, and, well, 20 workers have been killed, which is pretty good. In terms of the loss tab, only a bit more lost by the Zerg player, but the counterattack could be absolutely huge. Of course, 4 Hellions and the 2 Banshees on their way over, they're going to be able to do a lot of damage on their own, and, of course, with the 2 orbital commands out, well, there's a lot of mules and a lot of SCV production going on here, and of course that's actually resulting in the income for LucifroN being higher than that of LoWeLy rather, and obviously that could run into some problems. The Hellions just going to go and check the third base. The Banshee's coming straight in, Cloak is finished, and well, the Spore Caller is not up in time yet. If it gets focused down, a lot of damage can be done, but instead, those Banshees instead just focusing on the drones ASAP, getting out of range of everything. A Spore Caller down in the natural though as well, so he needs to be careful. Of course, just 1 queen there, so that could hypothetically get focused down fairly easily. We do have these Banshees picking off absolutely everything for the time being, staying out of range as best they can, getting some free hits off on those queens. Need to be careful of getting too close to the Spore Callers. 1 queen falls. The Hellions haven't come in yet, they're just chilling outside, but these Banshees are doing exceptionally well. 12 kills and 6 kills apiece. 11 workers dead for the Zerg player. And of course, while we are seeing that Spore Caller moving back, those Banshees can pull back quite a long way and still get into a good position. But LucifroN actually focusing on his micro on those Hellions, which are moving in very quickly. The Queen gets taken down exceptionally fast. Quite a few more drones getting picked off. The spawning pool getting focused. 1 Banshee did unfortunately go down. The other one on very low health. But of course that spawning pool, if it keeps getting targeted, could go down. But hopefully the Queen will pull over in order to defend it in time. But of course this now just means that LoWeLy is forced to sit there. More Hellions coming in. More harassments. The drones are lining up so badly there. And well, just so many workers getting killed. 33 workers killed already here. Now Banshee's still harassing. 35 to 21 worker count. The third base is up for the Terran. No sign of a third base even starting yet for LoWeLy. And of course that means that, well, the Terran player, he's going to have such a steaming economy, and the Zerg player just isn't going to have the production ready to deal with this. Still, this Banshee is being aggressive. Going to have to pull back though. The micro going to have to be very quick, otherwise it will die, and it does finally go down. But of course 35 workers killed in total, still 11 workers behind. We've got yet another Banshee coming in here. This is just really difficult to deal with. That spawning pool on very low health points, and if that gets picked off, it could actually be some big problems for the Zerg player. Looking up here though for the Terran, obviously the third base going nicely. That worker count just steadily rising, all nice and slowly. We've got a nice little tank marine push coming in as well. May just go into a defensive position until a few more come out. Obviously the first medevac's coming out, always a good spot to be in. This Banshee trying to find a nice angle of attacking and find a free drone, just chilling. That's always a good spot. And of course more drones getting picked off, and this control by LucifroN is absolutely brilliant, staying right on the edge of the range of the Spore Crawler, just allowing the Banshee to do so much damage. It's absolutely spectacular play at the time being, and well, if he keeps it up, he's going to be in amazing shape to take the series 2-0. And of course, more Spore Crawlers just outranged by the Banshee here, and this is just absolutely brilliant. He's denying LoWeLy the ability to even mine. He's forcing those drones back. This 1 queen, the only queen on the field, is being forced to run around everywhere and anywhere, injecting as best it can. But of course, the Spore Crawler is getting in on the action at last. And of course, another drone gets picked off. How many kills is on that Banshee? Well, already up to 5. And if we look at the work count, it's 54 now to 38. You have the Hellions holding the watchtower. The second tank out. We should see a third tank imminently. And really a 2 tank push can be very, very strong, especially when your opponent is at half the supply you are at. That Spore Caller moving, and unfortunately not to the right spot, moving over there, and that has allowed the Banshee to come around the back, and well, that second Spore Caller is moving just in time. If the tiny bit of more micro out of LucifroN, he could have got a couple more drones while that was moving. For the time being though, an overall getting sacrificed, but this push really could be a game ender because it's 60 supply in the army of the Terran to the 10 of the Zerg. That is never going to be fun. Two Roaches, which do pretty much make up a half of the supply there, are getting taken out very, very fast indeed, and well, I think we're going to see a GG very, very shortly, because otherwise you're going to have big, big problems. Those Spore Callers are trying to move ASAP. The Queens are there. They do manage to pick off one of the final Banshee, but of course Banshee got some more kills. The Transfuse goes down on one of the Queens. And here we go. And Lowly just GG straight out, knowing he can't win that. And that means LucifroN takes this best of 3, 2-0. So amazing play there. Absolutely brilliant. And anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, please subscribe. I get games up daily. Leave a cool comment and like the video. Let me know if I said Lowly or Lowly right. I'm ever so silly when it comes to pronunciation sometimes. But most importantly, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Bye for now.